Good morning or evening, friends, and what up to the wise ones out there. This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming, and I want to look at Samurai Shodown for just a little bit. Specifically, we're going to look at two of the new characters, Kazuki Kazama and Basara. I saw these two characters on trailers, and I just knew I was going to love Basara, and I just thought everybody else looked kind of okay. Since playing this, I have a little problem with Basara, kind of the way he moves. I'm not kind of a big fan of the slow lumbering characters, but Kazuki, oh my gosh, this is the character I've been waiting for my whole life. Okay, so there are a couple of things to think about with Kazuki. One of the most important things is his little fireball that hovers above him. You can increase that up to 3 times by doing a quarter circle back kick. That fireball is kind of a visual representation of amplifying your move. Kazuki has a nice projectile fireball. He has this what appears to be kind of a command grab. I don't think it functions quite as a command grab because I think it can be blocked. But he has that goes to a fiery explosion. He has a self-immolation explosion, and I think I'm missing a move, but that might be about it. What is keen to note is those can each be used, or you can burn meter to make each of those, not meter, I'm sorry. You can burn your stocks on your fireball to make each of them stronger, and the stronger they get, the more effective and damaging those attacks are. Right now I think I'm at level 2. I'll show you a little bit more when I get to it. What I have noticed, like that was a level 2 fireball. That was me burning 1 stock of it. You can do that by doing, I think it's medium slash or medium. If you use fireball with that, it will take up exactly 1 stock. If you use heavy, it will take up however many stocks you have stored. So if you have all 3 stored and you use the heavy, you are going to use all 3 of those stocks in one more powerful attack. I don't want to say super powerful, but more powerful. Check out this arm attack. Oh, never mind. Check out me getting wrecked. Got dropped, that's okay. Got this mobility, came upon him. Exploded into damage. Putting pressure on him because he's got so much good speed. Now this is another thing that I find really cool with Kazuki. Yo, his special attack is something. It's so anime. That is Piccolo doing the Hellzone Grenade. And then we just explode into awesome damage. Tell me that is not one of the coolest special attacks you've ever seen in your entire life. If you put that down in the comment section, I'm going to go ahead and call you a liar right here in that video. That was astounding. The artwork on that was amazing. Now, I do acknowledge that these videos are probably not the most optimal videos because I am not playing in the most optimal conditions. This was the only person that I could find online playing this on Xbox One at the time, and clearly it looks like we're a little underwater while playing this match. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Gonna back up a little bit. Betting. Nope. With Kazuki, I like to do an attack that knocks the opponent down to make sure I have just enough advantage to get a good stock in. I try not to do more than 1 stock at a time unless I'm fairly certain I have the opportunity to secure that second stock. That would have been a great place for a second stock there. Good blocks. Good stock, no stock. There it goes. But I did it late, so I was punched. So you have to be careful. It's fun because you basically have this new mini game within the game, and the mini game is all about making sure that you keep your stocks up without killing yourself. No lightning attack, baby. You can get hacksaw Jim Duggan. Straight hacksaw Jim Duggan. I really love this character. His design, his moveset, the damage, the animations, everything just feels so good. So this is the level 3. Like, you can see how noticeable it is for level 3. And say you're throwing the fireball projectile, right? Well, if you use your light, then it will just throw out the fireball projectile. If you use the medium, it takes 1 stock. If you use the heavy, it uses all 3. I think I'm gonna get that grab. Look at that! Look at how big that explosion was. I pressed the wrong button, but I think I would have gotten away with getting a stock right there. That was that self-explosion. Going for some terribly telegraphed overhead. It's a bad idea. Yeah. So you can get punished there. I have seen a couple of places where you're able to get your combos in, or your things that combo, but I'm not 100% comfortable with him just yet. This is still relatively a new character, and I'm not comfortable with him 100% just yet. I should be able to get some of that coming up. I think I got more with Kazuki's than I did with Basara. Yeah. Boom! Look at that! Look at how that carried because I used all the stocks on that throw. Or that move. And this is me playing around too much. I want to hit him with something special, but I keep ruining it. And instead of just, look at that. Oh, that should have hit. Instead of just acknowledging that I'm not going to get it, I'm still fishing for something. Mainly because I enjoy the animations for his specials so much. But I guess I didn't care if I lost trying to get it. But it's still close. That was not a good punish on my part, which allowed him to get a very, very clutch win of the round. We actually played a match before both of these two, if I remember correctly, and he swapped from Kazuki to Yoshitora. I think he had a better handle on the Kazuki match than the Yoshitora Kazuki match. That being said, Yoshitora is kind of a beast, and I appreciate him for not just doing heavy slash all the time, because most Yoshitoras that you play, it's just heavy slash, heavy slash, heavy slash, which is not good for them because you can disarm them, and you know there's so many other things you can do. Woohoo! I love it when he hops off screen like that. And those are going to be some Kazuki matches. I think there was one more, but like I said, I just didn't have the camera rolling at the time. I think I won it, but it was very, very close, and that might be why he swapped over to Yoshitora. But I think Yoshitora is a little more conducive. I think his Kazuki was a little more conducive to fighting my Kazuki than his Yoshitora. Or maybe I just hadn't learned anything about the character yet. Of course, I hadn't at that point either. So now we're going to take a look at Basara. Basara is a ranged character. Think Dhalsim, but with like multiple hitting attacks. A lot of his attacks are kind of combo hits. He does have that really nice dash, but when he moves, it is really kind of a slow lumbering walk. So I'm not a big fan of his walk speed. His dash speed is great because there are these teleports. And if you have a pretty good time reading your opponent, you'll probably do very well with Basara. Because you can keep him out, you can... that lag. You can catch him in the air, you can catch him on the ground, with heavies, mediums. You know, at all times you have very good options with Basara. Good block. Boom! Final justice! I do love that there's the ghostly face in the final slash there. Trying to keep my opponent on his toes, but what I'm not doing is a very good job of kind of backing him up. I did try to, or keeping him back. I did try to dash backwards that time, but I dashed into the corner. I thought it got me away from whatever move he did, but that move has a built-in delay either way. So it didn't really help, but I did. Trying to keep him back a little bit. Now, the thing is, he's really good at keeping people back. I just don't like that keep away game style. So I'm trying to find the best way to mix that and the rush down game style. Or at least a more aggressive game style. I know that because I've seen Dhalsim that are very aggressive, but also good at controlling space. I don't think Basara is quite Dhalsim, but I think controlling space is absolutely necessary if you want to get good with it. Backing my opponent up a little bit. Now I do know that the heavy version of that attack will hit full screen. So I just kind of got to keep an eye out for it. If the opportunity presents itself, I should be able to pounce on it. Just kind of back him up just a little bit. Keep him honest. You know what I mean? Yeah, get knocked out the sky. I was really expecting him to kind of block and then do a slower counterattack. That particular throw comes all the way back around, and it will hit you on the back end. So you can set some traps for your opponent, particularly when you throw the thing off and it's coming back. But you do leave yourself vulnerable so long as that thing is out. Hula whip chain. Doing a little too much jumping, keeping myself perfectly open to being counterattacked from the air. And Yoshitora is very good at punishing you with multi-hitting heavy damage attacks. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I also understand that it's not good when he's on the other side. So again, we take the loss, but this was the first match I'd played as Yoshitora, as Basara. It was not the first match I'd played as Kazuki. Actually, it was the first match I played as Kazuki, you just couldn't see that first. This is the raw first match I played as Basara. And what I was trying to get used to was noting that he's not going to play the way I want him to play. I want him to play a little faster and a little more mobile. That is not the character. And sometimes I see that a lot on a lot of video games. People are mad because they think it should play a certain way. But you have to understand, A, that might not be the game you're playing, and B, that might not be the character you're playing. The way I want to play Basara is just not Basara. So I have to play him smart and play him like he's Basara. Control space, punish my opponent for being silly, and just take the damage when it comes. Kind of like if you play football. I liken Basara to what they call the field general quarterback or a Dalsim or anything like that, where your whole thing is less kind of busted in there and showing how good you are. It's more gameplay. Not necessarily that you're the smartest person in the group or in the fight, but that you have a game plan that is better than your opponent. And so that is the plan right now. Make sure I get damage, keep him out of the sky. I'm not punishing that like I should be. But the whole plan, honestly, is just to back him up a little bit and use my range to my advantage, so that way he can't use his range attack for his advantage. That's neat. Ah! I got kind of lucky there just because when you use his disarm super, it causes him to teleport to become invulnerable, teleport backwards, which got me out of the way of his attack. And then I get to dash forward to catch him on. And now we have yet another beautifully imagined super attack. Take him down to the bits, to the underworld. Yeah! That's so cool. But either way, these are just a few matches. I'm going to try to get some more if I can get some cleaner gameplay. If you do like this, be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, come talk to me. I'm also going to be looking at Sindel. She just came out for Mortal Kombat. I'm going to be going back to Street Fighter 2. Told you there'll be more videos. Just keep watching. Thanks for watching. Peace out!